In part one, we explored what the activities list is and how it varies across application types. Now, let's dive into why it matters. So why do colleges ask about your activities? Well, colleges recognize and value the fact that you are more than just grades and test scores. This is why many of them use a holistic review. The admissions officer reading your application wants to get to know you better, and reading about what you do beyond the scope of the classroom can teach the admissions officer a lot about who you are. Your activities list also gives important context to your academic achievements. Let's look at a student with a B+ average. Without an activities list, that GPA is pretty good. Now, let's add in the fact that the student plays 3 varsity sports while maintaining that B+ average. Wow, that's pretty impressive. The context that the activities list conveys to the reader is critical to understanding you and your achievements. Colleges are also looking to enroll students who will be engaged, active members of their campus community. They want to enroll students with diverse experiences. They're not looking to fill their class with extroverted leaders. They value students with a wide variety of skills. What you did in high school is a good indicator of how you could impact their campus in the future. Last month, CollegeWise hosted a webinar for Carondelet students about selective college admissions, and they did a great job of explaining what colleges are looking for. Let's take a look. They want to see meaningful, sustained community service. They want authentic, meaningful experiences with diversity. They're looking for contributions to one's family and service that develops gratitude. Your activities list conveys these details about you. And remember, as the last bullet says, it is not the quantity of activities, but the quality that really matters. It's possible to have learned the traits, these character traits that colleges are looking for, from just a few activities, family responsibilities, or experiences. And that's what colleges are hoping to see. So now that we understand why they're asking about it, let's look at the role of the activities list. So this is one of my favorite little gifts here. And I hope as you are thinking about your college application, you'll remember this cat and this Roomba, and you'll think of the vacuum, right? And so your college application exists in a vacuum. So what I mean by that is that when a college admissions officer is looking at your application, they only know about the information contained within that application. They know your grades, your classes, your test scores, and your activities. They don't get the benefit of knowing all the experiences that have shaped who you are over the years in the way that a teacher, a good friend, or a parent does. Too often, students make the mistake of assuming that the admissions officer knows more about them than they do, and therefore they leave important details out of their application. It's critical, therefore, that as you consider what you want your essay topic to be, you stop and ask yourself, what does the reader know? What does the reader already know? What information does my activities list convey? Does the 150-character description of the activity suffice? Or was that activity so meaningful that I should write about it in my essay? This is why we recommend writing your activities list before you select your essay topic. After you've created your draft of your activities list, you can do this exercise. You can ask yourself, what does the reader know? And then you get to ask yourself, what do I want the reader to know? Where do I want to expand? You must think of your essay within the context of your application. It does not exist alone, and it is not being read by someone who knows you well. It's telling your story with the support of your activities list. So that's why the activities list is such an important part of your application. In part 3, we'll explore the do's and don'ts of writing your activities list.